Welcome back to A Ride in the Country. This is Cliff Fawcett. I'm your host here. This was a day back in August of 2020 when I decided it was such a beautiful, warm, sunny summer day that I just wanted to go out for a ride. My plan was to go riding around some of the back roads, just enjoying the scenery and the warm weather, and then to end up at McDonald's for lunch. But lunch didn't turn out quite like I thought it was going to be, and you'll see why here in just a few minutes. This little section of road here is quite a bit of fun to ride. You're kind of up on a ridge here, and as you come off the ridge, you'll go down into a valley where the Massey Creek runs, and then we'll go back up over the other side, and we call this section the Devil's Backbone. So here we are coming around the corner, and you'll see this is the Massey Creek Bridge here, and that's Massey Creek, runs into the Little Miami River. And then as we go up the hill, it kind of get through some twisties here, which is quite fun. This area of the country is pretty flat, a lot of cornfields, and so this section here is fun. I love to see the sun coming down through the trees and these twisties, like I said. Just put a smile on your face. And we're back to more of the typical topography of Southwest Ohio. Soybean fields, cornfields, crops, and then every once in a while you'll see, as you do here, a farmer had sold off a section right on the road, and so there's some nice houses on the road. Usually those are 3-acre lots. And again, just enjoying the beautiful day. Going down through a little section here, there's a little stream that runs through, and then there's a little nature preserve on the right. And then as we come up the hill, we're kind of entering into a neighborhood in Xenia, Ohio, and we're going to be coming up to McDonald's here in just a few seconds. So at this point I am anticipating going into McDonald's and eating, or at least getting it to go, but definitely I was not planning on going through the drive-thru. But as you see here, as I pull up to McDonald's, I start immediately noticing all this construction work going on, and as I go around this fence here, I realize that the lobby is not open. So I'm kind of like, okay, what do I do? And just so you know, I did once go through the drive-thru, not thinking. I'd never been on a motorcycle before, never gone through a drive-thru, and I realized quickly why you never see a motorcycle in the drive-thru. So anyway, I learned from that experience, and so here I am in the drive-thru now, and waiting to place my order. Here I am, and coming up to the first window where you have to pay, and I didn't really get much of a look from the guy like, hey dude, you're on a motorcycle. I don't see very many motorcycles. Those of you who ride know, yeah, not a great idea. Nope. But anyway, paid, and then pull forward, and at this point you kind of have to be ready for what happens next. So you got to unzip your jacket so that you have a place to put the bag of food, and then you have to have nothing in your hands. Make sure that the credit card is put in your pocket. Here comes the drink. I put it right in there. I put the bag inside my jacket, and my bike has a little spot there. It's not great, but it will hold it. But as you can see here, I'm just kind of easing on out, trying to keep that drink in between my handlebars and where the key is. And I'm kind of looking like, where can I park and eat? And I see a shady spot under that tree over there, and I head for that. So if you've never been through a drive-thru in a CRF250L, that's how you do it. Put the kickstand down, grab the drink, grab the bag, and yeah, sit down and eat your lunch. So I ate my lunch and got back on my bike. That's the nature preserve there. I'm going back the same way that I just came from. And so I'm going to ride back through this little neighborhood along this little creek. And beautiful right there on the right. Little creek and the trees and the green. So nice. Now I'm on a different road. Coming down towards a covered bridge. This area is kind of fun to ride as well. There's the covered bridge. They've actually replaced the bridge and the road with a new bridge and road, and so the covered bridge is no longer used, but it's still there and has been restored, and it's quite beautiful. This is Massey Creek again. We're crossing just a little bit west of where we were earlier. And this road is a lot of fun. It runs kind of down along Massey Creek and through some farmland and some beautiful houses, but just a beautiful area to ride. There's that creek again. It's beautiful. I'm coming up to an area here which is a canoe launch where I like to go canoeing down on the Little Miami River. It's called Jacoby Road, and this used to have a bridge over the Little Miami, but they took it out years ago. And it's a nice little park here, a little state park. You can have a picnic or put your canoe or kayak in the water, go fishing, that kind of thing. I like to go down here on my rides, get out and get a little river therapy, as they call it. Should have taken some video of the river. We'll do it another time, but I didn't this particular day. Coming out of the park, going up the hill, super fun. The GoPro doesn't really show how steep of a hill it is, but it's super fun. It takes you back to when you were a kid and you're trying to ride a bicycle and you're like, no way I could ride up this hill, but on a motorcycle you just pull that throttle and you just go right up that hill. So much fun. So now we're coming down Grinnell Road, and we're going to come up to sort of the back entrance to John Bryan State Park. We're going to cross the Little Miami River again right here. And John Bryan State Park is a really beautiful place. It has a gorge that runs through it with the Little Miami River. Also just some fun roads to ride. This road is the back road kind of into the park, and you know, it's just fun. It's narrow and twisty. You got to be careful making sure there's no cars coming the other direction. A lot better on a motorcycle than it is in a car, because you're not needing as much of the road. But anyway, a lot of fun. I bet you can imagine the smell of the forest here, just beautiful. And cranking up this little hill under the trees and into the park. This next section coming up is actually in the park, and we're going to go down. We like to go sledding here in the winter with the kids. They close the road, and it's a great place to go sledding. Although this corner is a little tough to make on a sled with snow. But on a motorcycle, quite a lot of fun. And you know, on a hot summer day, it's nice and cool down here with all the shade and the trees and the river running through here. And this is the end of the ride in the country. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and stay tuned. There will be new videos coming soon.